When two celebrities share a stage or walk the same red carpet, speculation often follows. But at this particular high-profile event, what fans noticed wasn't just casual interaction. It was subtle, but deliberate, and it quickly became one of the most talked-about moments of the night. The event itself was a major industry gathering, filled with cameras, interviews, and scheduled appearances. They were not expected to arrive together. In fact, they were announced separately, interviewed separately, and seated apart. Still, the attention naturally shifted toward them, not because they had a public relationship, not because they were currently working on a project together, but because fans observed a string of unusual interactions. First, it was a glance, brief but intense. Captured in a single frame by photographers, the image quickly spread online. Body language analysts were quick to weigh in. According to them, the way one of them tilted their head, the way the other adjusted their posture in response, it wasn't random. It was familiar, rehearsed, or possibly avoided on purpose. Then came the handshake, a short, formal gesture. But fans who replayed the video frame by frame claimed it lingered, just a second longer than necessary. It wasn't affectionate. It wasn't cold either. It was calculated. Eyes didn't meet, but expressions did shift. Both parties immediately moved on to other conversations, but the moment had already been clipped, shared, and dissected by thousands online. Observers at the venue also noticed a detail that didn't make it into the official broadcast. During a break between segments, one of them left their table and passed directly behind the other's seat. No words were exchanged, but just before stepping out of the camera's line of sight, there was a faint, almost imperceptible hand gesture. Not a wave, not a signal, just movement. Fans questioned whether it was a sign, a cue, or a nervous habit triggered by proximity. Later in the evening, during a group photo, both celebrities ended up in the same frame. They didn't stand next to each other, but in one particular shot, as people were being arranged, their hands briefly touched as they adjusted their positions. Neither reacted visibly, but in the high-definition images that circulated afterward, facial microexpressions suggested recognition, maybe tension, maybe acknowledgement of something unsaid. And then there was the after-party. While media coverage focused on other attendees, fan videos captured one instance where the two were spotted exiting the venue within seconds of each other. Not together, not side by side, but close enough that questions naturally followed. Was it coordinated? Coincidence? Security convenience? No statements were issued afterward. Their representatives declined to comment. And yet, fans continued to study every second of footage, every interaction, every indirect mention in post-event interviews. One interviewer asked about the event in general, and both responded with generic praise for the organizers. But neither addressed the rumors, the photos, or the fan theories directly. To this day, that appearance remains a source of speculation. It wasn't a scandal. It wasn't a publicity stunt. It was a sequence of small, unexplainable choices that didn't fit the scripted nature of public events. And fans noticed. They always do. Whether it was an inside joke, past history, or something happening behind closed doors, the event left more questions than answers. And it all began with the simple observation. Something was different between them that night. Something strange.